Hello everyone. So today we are going to talk about post-construct annotation and self-annotation. Previous lecture we already discussed about default and named annotation, and I have given couple of example related to that. Okay, the same structure we are going to follow. So first we'll discuss the definition, and after that we'll discuss one of the use case related to post-construct and one of the use case related to self annotation. So generally post-construct annotation we are using for a couple of purpose. So first one we have like suppose that whatever injection strategy we are using, okay. So within model if we are using inject, value map or any other annotation, okay. So after all the dependency is being satisfied, only after that only the post-construct annotation will execute, okay. So whatever it will first check uh, all the dependency, all the injection strategy, whatever we have added in Sling model. After if everything is injected properly, then this post construct one will execute. Okay. So basically, post construct annotation we are using within one method, which is basically void kind of thing, and it is taking no argument. Anyway, I'm going to create this method and we'll discuss. So for post construct one, we are generally using for two, three purpose. So first one, suppose that if you wanted to do any kind of validation, okay. So generally within the post construct annotation, within init method, generally we are doing the validation, okay. The second one we have, if you wanted to do any complex initialization, okay. Suppose that we have created variable, and after that within post construct generally what we are doing, we are calling any services, or we are executing third party services or any further processing generally we are doing. So in that case also generally we are using construct method, okay. And if you wanted to write any business logic, okay, in model class, generally within post construct we are writing all the business logic, okay. So and the self annotation I mean to say. So let me get back to the practice session first related to post construct, and after that we'll jump to self annotation, okay. So let me get back to the practice session related to this. So everyone, so we are in IntelliJ, and after that, as you can see, this one we have already developed default annotation as well as named annotation, right? So what I'm going to perform is that I'll just remove which we already discussed. So this resource type and I'll remove, and after that I'll remove the default annotation here, okay. So I have only course title, and after that this is the basic structure we have developed. Okay. So first we'll introduce post construct. So here we have to use post construct annotation as I mentioned. Okay. And after that here we have to use public this what init method generally we are writing everyone here within post construct annotation, and this method will take no argument, and the return type there is no return type here, okay. So it should be void, okay. So this is the method signature for that, and after that this is the post construct, okay. So here generally we are doing all the things as I mentioned, right. Like any business logic, if you are writing any validation logic, generally we are writing, or any kind of basically initialization or something, whatever we are doing, generally we are doing it within post construct annotation, okay. Suppose that here within the course title, I just wanted to set up some basically some default title or something related to that, okay. So what I just wanted to perform related to that stuff, because I don't have any other data here. For now, I have only course title, so I'm going to perform some activity related to course title. So what I'm going to do, everyone, suppose that if from the front end side, from the dialog, if we are not authoring any value, generally here we'll get null. Okay, correct. So I'm going to check here. So if the course title is null or course title is empty, so what I'll perform, I will set up some default value here. Okay. So as I mentioned, we are generally using for validation. So one use case I'm going to talk about. So what I'm going to do is that course title here I'm just performing if if it is null, okay, or if it is empty. Course title is empty. Okay. So if it is null or empty, so what I'm going to do is that within course title equal to what I'm going to perform, I'll just assign one string, okay. So testing course title, I'm just adding, okay, one text here. So what we'll do, what I'm going to perform, if suppose that within authoring, if we are keeping that particular field empty or blank and we are saving the dialog, so it will this particular model will trigger, right, in this case. Okay, and after that what it will perform, it will basically went to here, like we'll jump here directly, and after that it will check if the course title is null or empty. Then it within the course title it will assign this particular activity, okay, whatever we have. So when we are calling this get course title, generally we are calling, right? So what it will do is that it will directly return the by default value whatever we have set up. So as you can see, for one kind of validation generally we are using this post construct annotation. Okay, similar to that in future we are going to talk about so many things, right? So within that we are going to perform this kind of activity, this particular method we are going to perform several places. For now, like for basic understanding, we have to understand generally why we are using this post construct, and within init method how generally we are writing the business logic. Okay, so let me build this code everyone, and we'll check the output if everything is working fine there or not. So I'll just build the code, we'll wait, and we'll go to the page and we'll see if the changes is getting reflected there. So everyone code is built, so let me go to the page and let me see if the changes is getting reflected. Okay, we'll test the changes on page. So I'll just refresh this page for now, and we'll go to let me check this on home page. I'll just do one thing. Okay, so first what I'll perform, I'll just go to here. I think by default I haven't added anything, that's why. So first let me add couple of things. Okay, so this one. So hello EM adding, we are adding, so hello EM will able to get. Okay, so generally how it is working is that when we are adding hello EM, so if it will go here, okay, directly, and it will check course title is not null in this case, right? So it this if block will not execute, and whatever data we are authoring, that particular this method generally we are calling from the course title right here. So what it will do, it will return whatever value we are authoring. And after this if I jump to the once again here, and after that if I remove this one, okay, this particular text, like suppose that I'm adding empty state empty blank field here. So as you can see I'm getting the default value. So what how it will work, it will go to in here, and after that it will check the condition if it is null or empty, and after that it is assigning default value here. So after that this method anyway we are calling, so this method will return this particular message. Okay, so the same thing we are getting in the front end. Okay, so so the second one we have self annotation. So as I mentioned here, basically, if you wanted to inject the current adaptables within adaptables only, we are using resource.clause or Sing HTTP servlet request kind of thing, right? So if you wanted to inject this adaptables, whatever adaptables we are using there, if you wanted to inject the same adaptables within model class, in that case generally we are using self annotation. Okay, okay, so anyway I'm going to give the example, after that we'll able to understand. But in short term, if you wanted to inject the adaptables within the model class, so we are generally using at the rate self annotation there. So let me jump to the practice session and we'll explain there. So let's discuss the self annotation here. So as I mentioned, whatever adaptables means whatever we are using here. So right now I'm using resource.class, right? Suppose that I just wanted to inject the same thing, okay? Okay, and within model, so in that case we have to use at the rate self annotation. So what I mean here, if I'll just use self annotation here, and after that what I just wanted to use inject here resource, right? So what I'll do resource, and after that any kind of variable. Okay, so resource I'm just using, this is the reference variable, anything we can use it here. So in this way generally I meant to say this, if you wanted to inject adaptable itself, so in that case you have to use self annotation. Okay, here instead of this we can use single http servlet request as well. So in that case you have to we can inject sling http as well here. Okay, so for now I'm just giving one example which is a resource one here, as I'm using the same. Okay, so here I just wanted to do the further activity related to this. So I just wanted to find out this is the current resource only. Okay, So whatever means whatever adaptables we are using here self annotation, this it will represent the current resource. I mean to say current resource means if I go to once again which resource we are using, which course title resource we are using, so right. So this will represent basically everyone. Just wanted to show you this one. After that I'll start further activity. Anyway, let me refresh the page here first. So generally, this is representing this current resource. I mean to say the course title. Okay, okay. So course title it will represent. So course title detail will able to get it here. So with the help of this resource, right? I just wanted to fetch couple of other activity. So I just wanted to fetch this whole detail like value map activity, value map detail. I mean to say I am going to fetch. Okay. So how will able to fetch within the resource itself? Let me add it here. So within the resource itself, everyone, if you type resource, okay, dot, here we'll able to get value map. Okay. If I write it here, so here we'll able to get what? Here we'll able to get value map. Okay. So based on the resource, this whole value map information we can get. Okay, here. So I'm just going to perform the same thing after getting the value map. If you wanted to fetch any kind of property, you will able to fetch those property also. Okay, how to fetch that? That is the use case for us, and I'm going to discuss that. So this is the value map. So I'll just write value map here and one variable I'll assign it here. Okay, this can be anything we can add, but right now I'm just writing value map variable. So instead of this, anything we can add. Okay. So with the help of this value map, so what I can perform value map dot within this we have couple of fact here. So suppose that I just wanted to fetch one property. Okay. So value map information we are able to get. So within the value map, maybe I just wanted to fetch this particular resource. Who has created this resource? So admin has created, right? So I just wanted to fetch this information. Okay. So how to fetch based on the property we'll able to get the values, right? So what I'll do is that I'll just fetch here property. So I'll just write a property here, and after that it is taking the second argument. So the second will be the string only, right? So I'll just write a string dot class. So the second attribute we have is string, one kind of class. It is expecting. Okay, so I'm just adding a string dot class here. And I just wanted to return this value. I just wanted to print this value in the front end also, right? So how to do that? So this particular value we can assign to one of the variable. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll just declare the variable here. So private, I'll just write this is the normal variable, everyone. Okay. Private string and maybe JCR created by this kind of thing I'm just writing. Okay. And I'll assign this particular variable within it. So whatever value we are fetching, we'll store the value within this variable, everyone. Okay. So in this way, what we'll do, the updated value we'll able to get here itself. And I'll just generate the getter method because anyway, the method we are going to call from STL, right? So I'll just quickly generate the getter method here. This is very simple approach, whatever we are talking about, but let me know if you have any doubt in comment section. Okay. So I'm able to generate the getter method. I just wanted to call this method from STL. Okay. So I'll just copy this and go to course title.html. The same thing I'll perform S3. And after that, item value dot whatever data we copied. Okay, so quickly I'll do like as we know within AEM we are removing the get method, and first letter should be small, and we are removing the bracket also. So this is the way. So what it will do is that it will fetch the value map information whatever we have within the value map. It will do, it will fetch the individual value, okay, individual property value, and after that we are generally returning. Okay, so let me build the code quickly and let me show you the output. Okay. So everyone, the build is successful. Okay, so let me go to the page here. So I'll just refresh this page. Yeah. So we should able to get what? We should able to get here admin, right? So as you can see, the same thing we are getting. So with the help of value map, I was fetching this one, right? So as you can see here, I am able to fetch the admin. Okay, so as you can see, admin is there. So if you don't want the default one, you can add any custom one here, like as I said. So here we'll get the custom one. Okay. So the validation part will not work here, right here. So it will not jump. It will basically come out of this if condition. Okay, so I hope you understand this logic, both the things. So that's why every time whenever I'm talking about any annotation, I'm just giving one use case so that you guys can understand properly when we need to use self and we need to use value map or different post construct or something, right? Similar to this way we are going to talk about for of other annotation in coming lectures. So thank you for watching this video. Bye.